Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a video on veganism, why I am transitioning into veganism, the health benefits. I will link everything down below that I reference. Some of them are Netflix, some of them are YouTube videos, some of them are YouTube speeches. You can choose what you want. I can list why you should watch them. So before you click away from this video, because you might be offended or feel like you're being attacked because you're not vegan, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, even though I think it's wrong, because I was just like you. I only changed a week ago from this video. You guys won't be seeing this for like a month. But anyway, today is the 20th. I started transitioning into, I'll tell you guys everything. We'll go on from there. Okay, so please watch this video. It's going to be very informative. I won't be showing you any animals being ripped up, cut apart. I won't be sitting here telling you that you're going to die and burn in hell, because I don't believe in hell. So don't you worry about that. That's not going to happen in this video. So will you possibly feel bad about your decisions after this video? That's something that, honestly, I hope that you not feel bad, but feel enlightened that you know this information now and that no one's ever told you this before, and that you want to change. Because that is why I changed. I thought, well, in my back of my mind, I didn't think that these animals being killed was that bad. In the back of my mind, I thought they grazed on a farm or somewhere, and then after a few years, when they started getting weaker, that's when they'd be killed. But I was wrong. I was raised to eat meat. I was raised that way, and I told my parents as soon as I became enlightened from this, and I know this sounds like a religious preach, but trust me, I am against organized religion, so I'm not going to preach to you. But as soon as I realized what was going on and what was really going on, and the blinders came off, I asked my parents, did they know about this? And honestly, some of it they did, some of it they didn't. My mom actually is transitioning into veganism as well. My dad is not, even though I told him it will help his ulcerative colitis. My boyfriend is slowly learning. He's very, very stubborn, very, very stubborn, and is trying to throw facts at me that are not true about meat eating. But he barely eats meat as is, so I don't know. He's just a very picky person. So I've already talked with him about my best friend is considering becoming vegan. She's harder to convince just because she is only for the health aspect, which if you're only for the health aspect, you will not become vegan. You may be having a plant-based diet, not eating animal products, but you will be less likely to stay in that lifestyle if you're only doing it for diet purposes. So anyway, the reason why I have everything listed down here, if you guys see me looking down, the reason why I changed. So I've been watching and I've been curious about what effects red meat has on your body, and I've been curious about for about 2 years. I stopped eating red meat pretty much completely for about 2 years now. I ate some here and there. It wasn't a normal thing for me. I would eat chicken and fish mostly. If I had ground meat, it would be turkey. So I was already curious about how meat affects your body. So about 2 years I did my research. I was looking up things about it, and if we really do meat for our body. I knew what veganism was. I knew what vegetarianism was. I knew that most likely those would be better options for me. I have a lot of stomach problems. When you see this, I'll be 26. My birthday's on the 24th. So, but for my 26 years of life, for the most part, I've always had stomach problems. I'm also allergic to dairy. I've always been allergic to dairy, but I still eat it anyway, and it's horrible because it's breaking up the lining of my stomach. So that's a whole nother story. So the reason why I changed, I started being more interested in the health aspect. That was my reason for changing originally. So I became a pescatarian on the 2nd. I stopped eating all meats except fish. I wasn't there yet. It was for the health aspect. So I became a pescatarian, and then I educated myself further, and on last week, so it's been a week now, I decided I'm going to transition into veganism. So the reason why I say transition is, even though I'm mentally ready to be vegan, I already purchased products in my house that are not vegan. I returned all my meat products, and I returned the things that I could still return, that I have receipts for, and that were not opened. That I still, today we're going to go through my pantry too, and I'm probably going to get rid of some more stuff. Probably give it to even though my mom is transitioning into vegan, she'll still eat vegetarian stuff because she's not fully aware of the aspect. Her mind doesn't work like mine. Mine's a little bit slower. I'm not trying to offend my mother. She doesn't watch my videos really anyway. But her mind works a little bit slower. It's harder to get to her, for her to understand things. So she will still eat it. So, because I don't want to throw it away. I feel very wasteful throwing things away that I purchased with my money that I can't really afford to replace right now. Same with, we'll go on to that. It's okay. We'll go to that. So anyway, I transitioned. I started, the reason why I decided to transition into becoming a vegan was because I watched 3 documentaries. I'll link them down below. One is Forks Over Knives. It is a health-based video. Then Cowspiracy, which is about the environment. And I broke down crying during Cowspiracy, and there wasn't really many violent pictures. I was just horrified by how the meat industry was affecting the world, and the egg industry and the dairy industry, and how it was affecting the world. And that killed me. Like, it hurt my heart, more so than the health, because honestly, even though I originally decided to transition away from meat because of the health aspects, the reason why I am transitioning into becoming vegan is for and for the animals. So, of course, health is very important to me. I have a lot of stomach problems. I have a lot of issues, but we'll get on to that as well. So I watched, and I also watched Earthlings, and literally I cried within 5 minutes of watching it, and I cried for almost 2 hours straight. So that shows the abuse of animals. That includes pets that are sent to shelters, and when the shelters can no longer take care of them, they kill them. No longer be purchasing an animal from a pet shop because there's plenty of animals that need homes. One of my rabbits is from a shelter. One of them is from the pet shop. So, but all my dogs have always been from shelters, except I don't have a dog right now. My boyfriend does, but I don't. But my past dogs have all been from shelters. I always get them from shelters because they need homes, they need loving homes, and otherwise they're going to be killed. And that's the reality of it. And unfortunately, it's not something that's going to be solved right now. Changes that I have wanted and have noticed recently. So my main goal when I decided for health purposes is to work on my stomach issues. I get bloated very easily. I get really bad pains in my stomach. TMI moments. I've had troubles with the bathroom. So as soon as I decided to transition my diet, and I noticed this when I became a pescatarian, because I started eating more fiber, I went to the bathroom 3 times a day, like number 2. And that wasn't a normal thing for me. I would go once a day maybe. So a lot of toxins were being removed from my body from transitioning. So I was in a lot of pain when I became pescatarian, and it was very uncomfortable for me, but I realized this had to be done. It's like a detox to your body. Your body is getting rid of all these horrible things that you put in there for 26 years. It's like, of course it's going to be something uncomfortable. And also because you're eating more fiber, you're going to have more gas. That's a natural occurring thing. But once you are in the vegan diet more, you'll notice that last, like, for me in the beginning, it was awful. And it almost turned me away from being pescatarian, because this is before I was vegan. And I was like, I have to watch something to convince me to stay. Because it wasn't, just for my health, I wasn't convinced to stay. So, that's why I watched the documentary to begin with. I wanted to be convinced. I wanted someone to tell me this is the right way and the reasons why, because I can't just sit here and tell you be a vegan because it's going to save the animals. You have to know why. So I'll link everything down below because the documentaries and other YouTubers have explained it a lot better than me. One of the other reasons why. And also for energy levels, I used to have energy drinks every single morning. I would have a Red Bull, which is very horrible for you. I also would have a Red Bull during the morning, and when I come home from work I would have a cup of coffee depending on the day. If I work at like 6 or 7 a.m. I would come home like 2 or 3 and I would have a cup of coffee. So I was having double caffeine all day. I still like coffee. I still use creamer because that is what I have. That's what I purchased. So I don't want to just throw it away because that's wasteful, even though it's not really good for my body. And no one else is going to use it. If I had someone who would use it, I would totally give it to them. Like I'm going to bring some stuff to my mom and see if she'll use it, or my dad, because I'd rather just use almond milk, to be honest, than creamer. But I'm like the person that was taught not to ever waste things. I don't want to waste things. Okay, anyway, so on to wasting things. What am I doing with my non-vegan items, my non-cruelty free makeup and products, my leather items? So this is it for me. I am not bringing in any new products that hurt animals. Before I go and purchase something, I will be doing research and see, hey, does this harm animals? Like a beauty product. Mostly it's beauty products. Cleaners and stuff, I haven't really done research on. Eventually I will get there. I will be doing my best to get there. It is a process. It is a transition. It's not something that I was brought up with my whole entire life to look for. So now, of course, cruelty-free makeup is what I'm going for. You guys saw that I decluttered my collection a lot to begin with. A lot of my favorite brands are cruelty-free, like NYX, Elf, and Urban Decay, and Lorac. Those are my favorite brands. There's a few things that I have that are not cruelty-free, so I will be looking for replacements for them, and when those are gone, I will be buying new products that are cruelty-free, because I do have rabbits, and I love my rabbits very much, and I don't feel like any animal should be tested on, especially cute little rabbits, because I love my rabbits so much. I couldn't imagine them going through harmful pain just so somebody can have makeup. This doesn't make any sense to me. So, I mean, of course, they test on other animals too. But anyway, I don't think any animal should be tortured to be tested on for a product that we really don't even need. Really, there's so many other options in the world. We do not need makeup that's tested on animals. Anyway, as for leather, I do own leather goods. Every single leather item that I've ever purchased was from a thrift store or secondhand, except one pair of sandals that I do own that I bought at Nordstrom Rack. I will not be getting rid of those items because I do use them. Donating them, I could donate them, but honestly I can't afford to replace them right now. One of my pairs of boots, my Steve Madden Trooper boots, the black ones, that started cracking on the bottom, so I am replacing them with a vegan alternative. But as soon as my items that I have now get worn out, I will be buying new vegan leather items. I will not be buying real leather. So onward from now, from the moment I became vegan, the moment I decided I'm transitioning to veganism, I decided no more leather products. Not that I bought them to begin with, but no more purchasing leather products because I don't want to promote that. And even though I really never bought leather products from companies, it's still promoting that in a way, even if you buy it at the thrift store. I mean, it's still going, as long as it's going to someone who's going to use it and love it and use it until the product is no longer good anymore. I don't see the problem with buying from thrift stores, but when you're buying directly from the source, you are fueling the fire. You're fueling the fire and giving them permission to make more and giving them the money they need to make more. So, like big brand companies that make leather purses that are a few $1,000s. No, you don't need that. You don't need that. I do have a Coach purse. I did buy it from Poshmark. You guys saw it last month. I will not be getting rid of it because I do like it, and because of the fact that I just got it and it was used, that I don't see the purpose in just tossing it away, my $50 that I spent on it to find another bag. So when that is gone and no longer something I'm going to use, then I will donate that and see if someone can reutilize the materials, and I will buy myself a vegan leather purse. So if you notice on my Instagram post recently, I have not been putting brands for some of my shoes. Even though in the past I have, because I no longer want to promote those brands to people. I don't want to. So I won't be putting them names in my post. Okay. So, and what am I doing also with my non-vegan products, like I said before, food-wise, the only meat product I have left is a half a bag of shrimp, small bag. No one in my household, because I don't live with my boyfriend, he does not eat shrimp. So, not really. Not the frozen ones, but. So I will eat that. I had the other half a bag when I was transitioning into veganism, and the thought of eating it disgusted me, and I still ate it anyway because I don't want to waste it. It's not in me to waste things. So I disguised it with so many vegetables and so much pasta, so I wouldn't think about it. But like I said, damage is already done. I've already purchased this product. I couldn't return it, unfortunately. But I had frozen meals with meat in it. I returned those. I had what else did I have? I had soups with meats in them. I returned them. I was able to return them. So the only products I have left besides that shrimp are vegetarian products. Like I have some Morningstar stuff that I bought that I didn't realize had milk and eggs in it. So I have like so little of that left that's almost gone. I bought 6 bags of Dove chocolates because they're my favorite. So those I took out of the bags and I poured them into, I have like a little Fox cookie jar. So those will take me probably like a half a year to get through because I eat like one a day. So I still will consider myself vegan even if I have one of those chocolates a day, because like I said, I already bought them. I can't do anything with them and I don't want to waste them. That will satisfy my craving for sweets once in a while. My boyfriend will hopefully eat most of them, so I don't have to. I have some like snacks. I have milk in it, some things I bought recently. Some of it I will be getting rid of because I don't particularly care for it and I won't eat it anyway, so there's no point. But keeping in some of my cereals that I have that I've purchased, I will no longer purchase, but I have animal products. So I'm going to show you guys a clip of me showing you guys the products in my pantry, what I will be giving away to my family so that they can have it. Of course, my whole pantry area is not vegan because only I am vegan. My boyfriend is not.